Yeah, baby, we back. It's another episode of Rated G with Gary G. Garcia and Brian T. Licata. And we're your boys. I am Gary G. Garcia along my brother, my partner in misinformation, Brian T. Licata. We're doing it again. Why? For no other reason, just because they still let us. They still let us, so we do it.
Now. We do have an active strike. We have one active strike right now.
We have an active strike right now on YouTube?
Yeah.
All right, well,
yeah.
You know. It happens.
No balls in one strike.
No balls in one strike. Actually, I would disagree. I'd say big balls in one strike.
That's true.
You know, you don't get a strike without getting some balls.
That's true.
Without having some balls, because then that means you just fall in line and do what they tell you to do. They don't give strikes for that. They give strikes when you step out the box. Take too long, man. Tuck Adventures. Alta Romero, what's up? Alta Romero.
Waso.
Alta Ramera.
Alta means tall. Ramera. Waso. Waso's like bro, like saying what's up, like waso.
What's up? What's up? It's funny that what did you call this episode? What was the thing?
Gary's night and Brian's bad jokes. Midweek catch up.
Midweek. No, but on the screen, what did it say on the saver?
Oh,
it said something about a road trip or something.
Midweek cruise.
Midweek cruise, which I found interesting because look at us having a good time.
Yeah.
I found it interesting.
That was a fun trip. That was a fun trip, dude.
Yeah.
You drove really, really far, all the way across the country, and I was in the sidecar. Yeah, my
balls didn't stop vibrating for like 3 weeks after that.
Well, that's because I stayed over.
Well, it's crazy. See, I thought you was against all that, and yet you do it. What was I gonna say is the weed I'm smoking is called Road Trip.
Oh.
So I found that pretty interesting that you chose a road for us to be on while I'm smoking Road Trip.
Well, this is gonna be a fun episode, my friend.
Does it give you that feeling?
It does, yeah. I had that feeling.
Jasmine. How are you feeling? Well, I just spoke to my daughter, so I know she's feeling all right. Glad you jumped on, Mama. It's always good to see your name pop up. What's going on with you, man? How's the unemployed life treating you?
I prefer the term retired.
Well, you could prefer that. That wouldn't be accurate.
Well, when is it not accurate? Do you have to have?
Technically, you're not retired, dude.
How so?
You're not old enough to retire, and you didn't make enough to retire.
But
you married into retirement. You married into retirement money.
And your point is?
I don't know. I'm asking you. I'm asking you.
I don't know.
I got something in the mail from you and your lady. I don't know what it is. I just know it's down there.
Oh, okay. You didn't know.
I gotta go grab it. I don't know what it is. You know, it's a letter of some sort. I'm guessing it's like a thank you or something like that. I don't know.
That would be right.
I thought you sent us a thank you already. Well, I guess you can't thank you enough, right?
Yeah. Well, especially the night we had. I had the little film strip photos we took at the wedding. You know what I'm talking about? Do you have it on your fridge? I thought I saw it on your fridge.
Yeah,
that's right. Because you have a couple of them, right? Don't you have some with your son, some with your daughter, right? On there?
No, actually, those are the only two I got there from your. I used to have more, but now the only two that are up there are the ones from your wedding.
Is that it? It's a bare fridge. Other than that,
no, I got other pictures, but the only strip ones I got.
Got it. That was a little. They call that road debris.
Little road debris.
Yeah. Little street trash.
Yeah, man. Little street trash.
Well, let's see. So, my day's been actually pretty. It's been pretty full. Actually, there's been a lot of wild things that happened. So
today,
first thing, yeah. So Boots got like these little sticker balls caught in his tail when him and my wife were out on a run. So then we had to muzzle him and then pick him up and then cut these things out of his tail, right?
That sounds fun.
It was not fun at all. I felt really, really, really bad for him. And then he just bit the mailman like a second ago. That's why I was like, yo, hold on 1 second. Because 2 minutes before that, my wife came up and she's like, I'm leaving the dog. Boots just, he may have bit the mailman. I'll be right back. But it just got him in his leg. Mama.
I think that's enough to get him down. Is the mailman going to be cool about it?
Yeah. Well, she greased him. She gave him some money. No, he actually just got his leg. That's what happened. Or not his leg, his pants.
That dog is vicious, dude. It bit me in the head.
Yeah, I know.
I entirely blame you for it. I don't blame your lady or the dog.
I mean, dude, I told you.
I'm very liberal when it comes to dogs. I'm
Yeah.
like, well, you know, it came from a rough house, you know, it was abused, didn't know its brothers. The father left early. I'm very liberal when it comes to it. You got to give him a chance. I know it's an evil dog, but we got to give it a chance.
I didn't ask this question yet. Yo, T, what was the name of the mailman? You got any idea? What did he look like? Ooh.
Black mailman.
Yeah. I mean, it's the city, right? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Right?
But I have a feeling like Boots wouldn't have done that to a white mailman.
I don't know. Not a woman. He wouldn't have done it to a woman.
You have a racist dog, dude. You need to do something about that thing, man.
I told you, bro. He was not like that when I got him. He wasn't.
I know. I entirely think. Remember when Bob? I have so many photo strips on my fridge. What's remember when Bob? I'm confused. Remember when Bob? Somehow I feel like that's incomplete. I feel like that's an incomplete thing. I don't know. Remember when Bob? Sure.
Bobo? Wasn't your dog Bobo?
Bobo.
Yeah, remember when
Bobo ain't never bit nobody. Bobo was an awesome dog. Remember when your dog Bobo's father attacked me? Oh, yes. Now that's a different story. Yes, the father did attack my daughter.
Really?
Yeah. We had to chill him out. Yeah. I do remember that.
What's the translation for everybody who didn't grow up in Astoria? For chill him out. What's the translation? What's the direct translation of chill him out?
I don't think he attacked my daughter again.
Yada yada yada. He was a really nice, docile dog. He never even barked again.
Yeah, he had some dog issues, man. Mark's dog was the brother of my dog. That dog was a little more aggressive. You know, they broke a lady's leg once. I felt bad about that.
I told you that my aunt punched and killed a German Shepherd when she was 8 in Staten Island. Punched it. Yeah, the dog was biting her, and you know, I think in the leg, and she just came down with a hook and clocked it, and then
that killed it.
Yeah, killed it, dude. Yeah, crazy, right? Yo, you do not fuck with Chuchi Carroll, bro. Not messing with her.
Yo, one punch killed the dog. She must have caught it in the right spot.
Yeah, that's, you know, I mean, she was young. You know, maybe it hit concrete or something afterwards, but the story was that it was a one hit.
Sometimes you get lucky on that hit. That's like the time when I got banned from Bally's, man. You know. She said, damn thing took me to the floor. I sent that first text too quick. Sorry. No, it's all right. I knew there was more to it. My dog ate another pigeon today. Well, I mean, listen, the pigeons got wings, man. They should be able to get away. You know, I don't think that's the dog's fault. Well, I think his intention is probably to play with it. But, you know, they're kind of weak. They're weak. They can't take a good bite to the neck or the back.
You didn't see his dog though, dude. His dog, it had a couple pieces of firewood, right? And it got it real hot, and then it went out and it hunted the smallest pigeon. Oh no, here you go. It was a baby
pigeon. Oh wow. I'm still proud. Yeah, man. Listen. Mama got 4 bodies. You know, 4 mice.
Those are offerings to you, bro.
Right. She didn't get them either. They came in. That's strictly protection, son. You know what I'm saying? She protected
We thought about getting a cat here.
4 bodies.
I still kind of want to get one.
Cats are the best, man. But I wouldn't put a cat near that dog.
Yeah, they probably wouldn't get along well. I might have to wait till he's a little older. Yeah, if he's older, they might be okay.
How old is that dog?
7.
7?
Yeah, but I mean when he's like 12, dude. When he's old. You know, when he like can't see anymore, can't smell.
Well, I mean, you're hoping he makes it to 12. You got to get him to stop biting people. Eventually, someone is gonna be like, "Yo,
dude, I mean, say what you want about him. He's an alpha dog. He's an alpha dog. He bites first. He asks questions later, bro.
No, he's not. He's like a liberal,
bro.
No, that dog is like a liberal that you ask what is a woman. That's his reaction to things. When all else fails, and he's like a liberal. You got a liberal dog. That's what they do now. They just yap and attack.
Don't say that, dude.
You do. You got a liberal dog, man.
How?
Because that's the way. It's like when you ask them any question that they can't answer, that's the way they react. They just like bite at you.
Well, now would you like to tell the viewers who maybe haven't heard the story before under what pretenses Boots bit you?
The pretense was I was saying what a good dog you are. I leaned a little close to him, and then he snapped at my face.
A little long. He was sleeping, right?
He wasn't sleeping unless he sleeps with his eyes open.
He was sleeping. Now,
he was not.
Also,
he was relaxing.
Now, also, was this the first? No. He was.
What's on your finger that you're pointing at me with a nasty finger?
His eyes
you wiped? You had an itchy butt?
Nah, it's just from a Sharpie.
Oh, all right.
I
thought maybe you were scratching a little before you came on the show. Pointing at me with a dirty ass finger.
A pick.
Can't handle. What's up, baby? I didn't know, man. I was making sure you didn't have no booty juice on your finger, man. You know that could have went either way. So, Thelonious Monk, you want to explain?
Yeah, he's a jazz artist, piano guy.
Yeah,
you familiar?
I've heard the name.
Oh, okay.
Probably got some CDs of him.
Yeah, I'm sure you've listened to a ton of his music.
Yeah, probably.
And even probably more of his samples.
Yeah,
he's an OG, dude. He was one of like the big like piano guys. You know, I don't really want to say like pianist. Isn't pianist a fun word?
Pianist. Is it pianist? Pianist?
Pianist? Is it pianist? Pianist. All right, here. Let's go get. How do you pronounce pianist?
It's not pianist. It has to be pianist.
Pianist. Okay.
Pianist.
Let me get some. I want to get you some volume. Here you go.
Pianist.
I don't trust him.
Pianist.
I don't trust the way he's saying it. It doesn't sound right.
It doesn't, right, dude? Pianoist. He was a piano player. That's why I'm saying piano. Yeah, but it's not pianist.
It's pianist.
Pianist. That's what I'm saying. It's pianist. Like, dude, listen. So the Thelonious. I gotta see where he's from because I'll really, be able to set the stage. I'm not sure. He was from Rocky Mount, North Carolina, right? And
big up to Rocky Mount, man. That's where church is out there. Church Street Tap, Church Street Tap is out there in Rocky Mount.
Okay. So this is him.
All right.
Yeah. Right.
Oh yeah. Like that hat.
Yeah.
The one on the right.
This one.
The black pointy one.
Yeah,
that looks like he's part of the Black Illuminati.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what the fuck is up with this hat. Yeah, we can figure.
I don't expect you to. It's not like you bought it from him. I don't expect you to know the story behind it.
Yeah, but he's great, man. I would recommend listening to Solo Monk if you're gonna listen to an album from him first.
If you're only gonna listen to one album, that's the album to listen to.
We'll start with that, so you can just listen to him by himself. Crazy on the keys.
Brian got that glizzy on his mind again.
Gay.
I guess, is it low-hanging fruit? Is that why people do it?
Do what?
The gay jokes?
I don't know, man. I think did you get the The thing I sent you yesterday, when it says when you haven't seen your homies in a day.
Oh yeah.
We don't talk no more.
Let me
I
see
don't know
that.
why, but I sent that to everybody, dude. I sent it to you, Mark, Brian Morris. I sent it to fucking Tristan. I sent it to everybody. That shit had me in tears. I don't know why. Maybe because I was feeling silly, you know?
Silly moods are great. Oh, look who it is.
Bro, what's up, bro? 20002 is in the house. Pew, pew,
Yeah,
pew, pew.
where's our man Traveling Runner been, dude? Where's
Oh,
the
traveling runner,
dude?
word, man.
Yeah, he's running a marathon across the country.
Yeah, man. That's right. We haven't seen travel in a while, man. Maybe he's traveling. You know, I hear your fingers going at it. What's going on over there?
I'm trying to get the security code to get to that Instagram thing that we need. Why is it not coming up on here?
I'm excited. I just booked Yorcy Thomas for 4 days in September.
There it is.
He'll be out here. I'm very excited that he's coming back out, man. Yorcy's the shit, yo.
Yeah,
if y'all don't know, you better act like you know. I got him coming out here the 12th, 13th, 14th, and the 17th. He'll be out here in AC, man, doing his thing. I just booked him. I'm very excited.
Of October or November? September?
Oh, this
cool.
month.
Yeah, if you haven't seen Yorcy, he's the angry patron in the 1999 film Black Chicken. Black Chicken.
He said, "What the fuck is black chicken?" The only brother I ever know to return Chinese food. I never even knew that was allowed. I never even heard of such a thing, man. I pretty much thought, with the Chinese, you buy it and go. You're risking it.
I mean, dude, it just goes to show you can really do whatever you want, bro. You need the confidence and the backup to it.
He's a food returner, son. First time I ever went out to eat with him, he took me to this crazy, and it's always the Asians. I noticed that. You're muted. He took me out to eat at the noodle bar in Bally's, right? And we're there and we're eating, and he's almost done with his food, and then I guess he ate like a little bone. It was a little bone, in his rice. I told you this story, right?
Yeah.
Little bone in his rice. He flipped out. He was like, "I want to see the manager." He's like, "Why is there a bone in my rice?" And he was like, "I want to see the manager, yo." And I'm like, "Oh, you're trying to get this meal for free?" He's like, "Of course, man." Then the manager walked in. Everyone was Asian. The manager walks in, black. And I looked at him and I said, "You didn't expect that, did you?" He started dying, yo. Then the black dude comes up. He's like, "What's up?" He goes, he wasn't talking the same way he was talking to the Asian dudes. He was like, "I found a bone in my rice." And the dude was like, looked at him and went, "I got you. Don't worry about it. That one's on that house." It was like the opposite of the Eddie Murphy bit when he goes, "I found out that when white people were alone, they gave each other things for free." It works.
I don't remember that bit. I don't know if I.
You never seen when Eddie Murphy dressed up like a white dude and walks around the city from Saturday Night Live? Well, you might not. It might be before your time. I don't know. But he walked
Eddie
around.
Murphy was really very before my time, dude. Especially like his.
He walked around like a white dude, and he gets on the bus, and when the last black dude walks off the bus, they start, serving cigarettes and shit. And like he goes to get shit, he goes to buy stuff, and he's like, "I'm short on the money." And the guy goes, "Oh no, don't worry about it. Just take it." And he's like, "What?" And he goes, "Just take it." And he goes, "I started to realize that when white people are alone, they give each other things for free."
That is true.
I'm sure it happens everywhere, man. Jasmine said, "I hate those singing things you send me." You really hate them? I think they're hysterical, yo. You know those videos? People singing. They take away the music and it's just them.
Yeah.
I think it's fucking hysterical.
You want me to play one?
Whenever I see it, I'm pretty sure I sent one or two to you, right? But whenever I see them, I can't stop laughing, yo. I don't know what it is. They're the dumbest things in the world. That's what it is. That's what it is.
Are you talking about the thing that you sent me last night? Like one of those?
No, that's a song, man. I'll send you one. I'll
Right.
send you one. These things are fucking great, yo.
Mm.
Hold on. I sent it to my daughter. You don't like her,
Michelle,
Jasmine?
Michelle's in the
That
house.
just broke my
Michelle
heart,
says,
Jasmine.
"Hi, Brian and Gary. Love to you all from me, Jelani, and Tiffany.
What's
How
going on,
is
Michelle?
Jelani feeling? How is the baby doing?
Tell you, he's doing. He's growing.
Mm-hmm.
I just sent it to you. That baby's
Strong
gonna be
ox.
strong like an ox. Yeah, that baby's gonna be huge, man.
Yeah, and you can get a onesie if you want. You know, get a baby Jelani onesie. Check it out. For sale now on Rated G on BrianTLicata.com.
Oh yeah, the Jelani baby onesie, baby.
Mm-hmm.
I was wearing my
Your onesie?
thing that you got me. The big over. What's that thing called again?
Yeah,
The snuggle,
yeah.
snuggie.
Yeah,
Had my
yeah.
snuggie on last
It's-
night, man. It's fucking cold already.
With the pocket from Mama Cat.
Yeah, I was actually chilling with Mama Cat yesterday in my snuggie.
That's
Hold
awesome.
on.
Oh yeah. Here you go. Here, I got the
Picture.
video queued up here for you.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why these things. I love them. I'm sorry. They make me
Salt and
laugh.
pepper here, and we're in effect. Want you to push it.
You gotta close some windows or something.
Back, cooling by day, then at night, working up a sweat. Come on, girls, let's go. Show the guys that we know how to become number one in a hot party show. Now push it.
Dude,
Push
this is
it
something,
good.
bro.
Push it real good. Come on. Pop, pop. Yeah, boy.
I don't know why, man. How could you not love it? See, now I'm glad I didn't send you the other one. I was gonna send you one today. That's the I don't want a place to stay. Get your booty on the dance floor. Make my day. They did one with that. I couldn't stop laughing. It's funny as fuck. I don't care, man. I think that's what it is. I think it's just so stupid that
They're silly, bro. Yeah. I
Every now
think
and
they're
then you
great.
got to
Dude,
find some things that
we should do.
you know.
We should do something.
Yeah, I just sent you of me chilling in my snuggie yesterday with my cat. I had off last night for the first time in a while. Had some downtime, so I was out on the balcony with my cat. But it was cold like a motherfucker, man. Cold like a motherfucker. I'm not gonna lie. But Mama was loving it, yo. She was knocked.
There you go, baby.
Chilling
go.
in the snuggie, boy. And look, Mama just loving that snuggie, man. Look at her just loving it.
So pumped when I got that, and
yeah,
because
so
we were together. Lauren was there also, and we were talking about them, and I was like, I wrote it down, and I'm like, I'm buying one for Gary. And printing it on and printing the logo on there. Like as soon as I heard it, I was like, I'm gonna do it. And it was like a year later that I eventually like got it all together. But had to be done, dude. Had to be done.
I almost got a rated G. I almost got a rated G tat. I was gonna put it over here.
I can't believe you didn't do it, dude.
When I was at the tattoo show, they hurt. You get to a point where you just know how much they hurt, and you're just like,
yeah,
you know. I also didn't really get the time to. I probably would have if I had more time. But also, you know, we were hustling the whole day. You know.
Yeah.
There was a comment there I didn't get to read that you brought up.
Oh, hold on a second.
And your phone is again the table. Jasmine says they're so dumb. Some of them are funny, some are ridiculous. They have like farting noises and everything. And oh yeah, they got the one with Cardi B where she's like, yo, it's hysterical, man. It's fucking hysterical. Michelle says he's doing good. Thank you. And that's what I expect him to do, nothing but good. He's gonna do great things, man. That kid is gonna grow up to be a warrior. I have that feeling. He's gonna lead the men to the promised land. So what were you doing just now? Wasn't you just doing something? You were just doing something.
Dog. I'm not.
You're not?
I'm not. No, I have windows open that I'm moving around. Yeah.
I
But
could
I'm
have
not like
sworn. I could have sworn you were just actively doing something, but I guess I'm wrong. Maybe it's
no,
me.
no.
Maybe it's me.
You know,
I
what
just
you
said
could do,
maybe it's me.
what you could do is just call out every time the producer does anything on the show, right? Not that I multitask and do stuff, maybe pull shit up for later at the same time as listening. You know, it's not possible. But you always jump to a conclusion that I'm doing something that's wrong.
Wow, that went quick. That lit up pretty quick. You seem a little agitated. You want to talk about it?
No, there's nothing else to say.
You sure? I feel like you have a lot more to say. Are
No.
you sure?
Do you have a response, or do you just have more questions?
I have no response.
All right. How was your night last night?
I had the day off. I started to watch Matrix. Still didn't understand it, so I turned that off. Then I don't know what it is about that movie, man. I'm very interested in checking it out. But at Brian escalate to HR, Gary is making the workplace unsafe. How is Gary? I'm a little upset, man. How is Gary making the workplace unsafe? I'm not doing anything. If anything, I'm checking in on him because he seems to be, triggered.
Triggered by what?
I don't know. That's what I was trying to figure out. I was just trying to figure that out, man. You know, out of love or the reason, because I care.
Well, thanks for caring. Yeah, no, nothing's bothering me.
Right.
But as a production note, it's not good to point out if somebody's doing something as the show's going on, especially the person producing it.
Because it's one of the things where you could say it's my show, I'll do whatever the fuck I want to do. I like to go against the things that it says you're not supposed to do. I don't like to fall in line. Okay, so every now and then I'll wear shorts on stage. That's right, and look good while I do it. I do whatever the fuck I want to do. If I want to question why the fuck your fingers are snapping across the board while we're talking, I could ask that question. If I want to ask you a question on why it is you don't seem present in the conversation, I'll ask you that question. Okay? You're not just a producer. And what is it to fucking produce? Every now and then you bring something up.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Jasmine says you guys bicker like you're married. We don't.
The last one's the worst.
Are you done? I would disagree. I would say that we don't bicker. Every now and then he gets a little bitchy, but that's because of all the soy he eats. You know, he eats a lot of soy and it makes him very estrogen-y. King Handle says he drinks it, he just sucks soy out the bottle.
Yeah.
He sucks the soy right out the bottle. He says, Gary, please make sure you complete the conflict resolution online training. I would think that
I took the nipple off of it earlier for the show. I just didn't want you guys to see it.
It's not my fault he's so touchy, man. He knows what he's getting into. I got him.
I'm not the touchy one.
I'm gonna kill this thing. I'm gonna kill it. Good. Fuck around and find out. I'm gonna get this shit, man. It's right there. It's like this keeps buzzing around. I'm gonna get this fucking.
You gotta get mom on the line.
I'm determined. Mama don't go for these things no more. She lets him in the house because she goes out on the balcony.
You know
so
who
she
doesn't
lets
do
him
that?
in the house.
Mr. Boots, bro. He catches 7 out of 10 flies. The other 3, he lets wait. You know, he lets them think that they're gonna find a mate, and then just when they're about to pounce on each other,
what's the
lifespan? Gobbles them both up.
What is the lifespan of a fly?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Because I feel like a lot of them waste their lives away by flying around people.
I'm gonna go look. I'm gonna Google something real quick over here.
I asked a question. I understand what's going on. It's when there's no question asked and you're just flickering away. You know, This guy, man. See, he's a little. What is it? What did you just discover?
No. It's funny how agitated you get when the attention's not on you. You know,
really, is that where you went with that? I'm not agitated.
I'm just saying.
I just want you to be a part of the conversation, man. You know,
I can listen.
Can you?
Days.
28 days.
Yeah.
Low activity. Michelle says, thanks, Brian. You just scared Jelani with that baby cry. I got to be honest. I don't know if Jelani should be listening to this.
Yeah, no.
This
Yeah.
might not be good for her.
Yeah, put your
King Anna
headphones
says,
on. Maybe one
only Obama can unlive flies with his hands. Unlive flies with his hands. 28 days. Yeah, so definitely like a lot of them go way before their time because they choose to fly around people, which I'll never understand because it's like the world is so big.
Mm-hmm.
Bro 12002 says, I agree with your daughter. You remind me of a gay couple that I happen to know. Sounds like an unhappy couple. Sounds like an unhappy couple. But yeah, I mean, like if they just like, I don't get bugs in general, to be honest, because like especially the flying ones, they always fly around you. Why? The world is so big. Why not just enjoy the world and not fuck with people that are gonna hit you with salt guns or hit you with a fly swatter or catch you when you're fucking trying to rest on a wall?
They like it warm and damp, bro. So you got to keep it cool and dry. That's the best thing to get rid of bugs. Cool and dry.
Missed it.
Warm and damp. Warm and damp is your enemy. Cool and dry.
Well, it's not warm and damp in my house.
No, but it's cooling and drying off, and it's warmer probably inside at night than it is outside. So they're coming in now. That's why.
It's probably warmer at night
inside your apartment than it is outdoors. Right?
No, I don't know.
Yeah, it's probably going down into like the high 50s, low 60s.
All I know is getting cold like a motherfucker already. Isn't it crazy how like the summer ends? It knows when to end. Starting is a whole different story. We'll start whenever we want to. Whenever the sun gets to it, they'll start the summer. But once Labor Day hits, that's it. I'm fucking out of here. No more summer. It's cold and shitty, and it's getting dark at 7 already.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking bullshit, man. I remember the summer being a lot longer. I feel like they changed something. It can't just be that I got older and now it seems quicker.
Oh, yeah. It's been getting pretty cold at night for you. 53 tonight. That's cold, bro.
I was in my Snuggie.
Mm-hmm.
I was in my fucking Snuggie.
Yeah,
I was like, holy shit.
You can turn the AC off or no? You got the AC off?
Yeah, hell yeah, the AC's off, dog. Our window don't close all the way, man. Still.
Let's see. Yeah, the average is 77 for this time of year. For you. So you're below average.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Global cooling, dude. Global cooling is much more dangerous than global warming, bro.
WHO said the biggest threat is human breathing. These motherfuckers don't want us to breathe. They don't, man.
We gotta pull this up. Where did you see this?
Pull it up before they go to try to take us down because I'm spreading misinformation. No, they said just put in human breathing threat to global warming or whatever, and you'll find it, man. I'm not bugging, yo.
Possibly was this the video?
I don't even know. I think I read it. I don't think I saw it on the video.
Think of climate change.
You got volume?
Yeah, I have volume.
As just an environmental issue. But the World Health Organization has declared it the biggest threat to health in the 21st century. Climate change is an urgent problem that affects our health in many ways, now and in the future. Already, we've seen a rise in extreme events like heat waves, floods and bushfires.
Could you pause that for a second? It says that climate change is the biggest threat. Shouldn't it really say us fucking with the climate is the bigger threat? Is the biggest threat? With your straight clouds and your seeding and all that other shit. You don't think that has something to do with it? All the things y'all doing up there with your heart programs and all that shit. You don't think that might be the reason why everything's fucked up?
Could be, Webbit.
That's the funny thing. They never bring that up. When they talk about all this shit, they never bring up the fact that they fucking with the weather.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm not saying they fucking with the weather. Let me recant that real quick. I'm saying I think they're fucking with the weather. I gotta make things right because I don't want us getting thrown off for misinformation. I did not say they fucking with the weather. I am saying I think they're fucking with the weather. And because of that, that's why everything's all fucked up. You know?
If you could control the weather.
That's why 74 degrees now feels like 55.
If you were in control of the weather, what would you make it? What would you have?
70 to like 78 on a regular day. That would be the average, 70 to 78.
What about nighttime? Would you want it to get cool down in the 50s or no?
65 to 70. 50s. Who the fuck needs it to be the 50s?
Well, 58, dude. You get a nice little jacket on. You put some sweatpants on. You're out there. It's like kind of comfortable. But I think I think 60,
now you got to buy a
64.
jacket. Now you got to buy a jacket. I'm trying to save people money. You ain't got to buy no jackets. Jackets are a thing of the past, baby. Now all you need is a hoodie, sweater.
Yeah.
You know, with a windbreaker. You know.
You know what? I would bring back
I would bring back the breeze. I would bring back the breeze instead of the wind being so fucking aggressive all the time.
Oh, the breeze.
Yeah. What you think I said?
I don't know. Yeah, I wasn't sure what you said. The breeze.
I don't understand. People don't understand me lately. I say things and they're like, "What?" And I'm like, "Am I not talking English anymore? Has the language changed along with everything else?"
No, you've always spoken English. I guess it would be the slurring of your words. You know, I mean, you know, when your blood alcohol content. Now, see, Gary doesn't drink a lot, right? And I'll say this. I've been with Gary. I've seen him drink. He doesn't drink a lot, right?
No.
But he always drinks, right? So when Gary wakes up in the morning, which is
like
really
I said,
you know, hold on. Let me finish. And you wake up in the afternoon, really, which is like 2 or 3.
No.
And the reason, no, listen. Okay, sorry. What time? Noon?
1, anywhere between 12 and 2.
12 and 2. Okay, so we'll give the 12 and 2, right? And then we started the podcast at 3, and you noticed, you know, he was a bit cranky when we started.
I was
right?
up at 10 today. I was
finish.
cranky.
Yeah, he was cranky. See, he agrees.
I was up at 10.
So now you notice the glass he has by him. It's a full glass of clear liquid. That's vodka. Right? And he'll sip that same glass. And when he goes and brushes his teeth, what he does is he doesn't use toothpaste because of the fluoride, right? He likes pure grain alcohol from Russia, right? Because he's a huge supporter of Putin, right?
Prussia.
Oh, Germans?
Yeah.
That's Swiss, bro.
Yeah, Prussia.
So then he takes that Swiss octagon vodka, and then he takes his toothbrush and he dips it in, and he shines his teeth. Yeah, see, with the vodka, and then a little bit of baking soda, and then a little wanna bump, you know, just for the grit.
Nah, no wanna bump. I finished it. I finished the wanna bump. I finally finished it. I wouldn't order it again. Just a waste of time.
Yeah. So, you know. Well, no. Well, you didn't order it the first time.
I didn't order it the first time. That's true. It was a gift.
All right. So, in summary, what's your review for Wanna Bump? What did you think?
I would take it as a gift again.
Mm-hmm.
If it was gifted to me, I would use it. But other than that, I mean, I'm not going to go out trying to cop Wanna Bump.
What do you think about it as? What do you think of the high, the effect?
Like I said, I stick to my guns. It gives you the effects of cocaine without the euphoria. No euphoria, just up.
Do you think it would make a good cut?
I think it would make a great cut. It would make the cut. I think it would make a great cut, no doubt. I tried. Did I mention that I tried whatchamacallit for the first time?
Crack?
No, dude. Come on. I smoked crack before it was crack.
Heroin?
No.
You did heroin, bro? Oh my God. Gee.
Ketamine.
Oh, ketamine?
Ketamine.
Oh, ketamine.
Yeah.
How was that?
It's cool. I mean, I didn't go hard. I took like 2 little bumps just to get the little buzz.
Give me
I didn't
size and girth.
Altogether, like a line, not even a full line altogether. But I did that like maybe in 3 bumps. Okay. I did like a nice juicy line in 3 bumps. You know, got a little
And
buzz, got a little
Mhm.
whatever. I didn't I didn't do enough where I started tripping or seeing anything. I didn't want to. Just wanted to get a little feel of it.
But it doesn't make you
Euphoric.
like trip, right? Isn't there like the
If you
K
take enough,
hole?
if you take enough of it, yeah. If you take enough of it, you'll start to kind of go into like DMT land
Really?
a
Is
little
that what they
bit.
say?
A little bit, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I thought it was
Yeah,
like you're just kind of
there's a
I-
tripping aspect to it.
like out of body. I thought would be more than like
Well, isn't
a
out of body
trip.
kind of tripping?
Yeah, I think
Aren't you officially tripping when you're out of body?
you are. You are maybe. Here you go. Yeah, this is what I was looking for. Disassociative, anesthetic, and then a psychedelic. So it's both.
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah.
Huh. Look at that, dude. Is this what it came in? Did it have the little dog on the little dog
No.
and cat on there, dude?
I think it's for cats. I saw that movie. What's it
Cats?
called?
Cats.
Yeah, cats. What do you think I just said? Did I slur my words?
But the movie Cats.
No, the movie was called Incoming. I think it's called. It's like a teen movie. It was actually pretty fucking good. It's on Netflix right now. And the kid does ketamine and goes into a K-hole, and they paint his face. You know, like white people do when you knock out at a party. They
Yeah,
put dicks on his face. And then it's funny because at the end of the show, at the end of the movie, he comes up to talk in front of the school and someone yells out, K-hole. They were calling him K-hole.
Hey-ho.
I thought that was hysterical, yo. You know, lately I've been looking for stupid things to watch that just make me laugh, man. Life is depressing enough. I don't need drama or any of that shit anymore. Even though I am getting ready to check out that new one on Netflix. What's it called? They were talking about it. Some people are saying it's pure evil. What the hell's the name of it? The something. Fuck, I can't remember. My brain is shot to shit. Yeah, I'll find it. Hold on. I'm
Evil
good at
Genius?
finding it. Evil Genius.
Oh no, it's a
Fuck.
bank heist.
Yeah, I don't like heist shit.
Hmm.
The Deliverance.
Oh, was that like Deliverance, like the old one?
No. I thought it was. I thought it was a remake.
Mhm.
Which, if it was a remake of that, I wouldn't watch it because I know that whole Sui scene would be much more disturbing now.
Mm.
The scene where he goes, "I'm gonna make you squeal like a pig." You know what I'm saying? It was disturbing. It was disturbing enough when I seen it in the 70s.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure now they'd probably show. You know, you
The
probably
Omen
see.
was the scariest movie that I ever saw. The original Omen. That
The
was when I
original
was like,
Omen
I'm
was
not
great.
watching scary movies ever again, dude.
I loved the original Omen. That was great. It was scary. I don't think it was scarier than the original Exorcist.
Not scarier. The Omen was just freaky, bro. That little kid.
Omen 2 is good too. The only one that wasn't really good was 3. But it was good. You know, makes you wonder. There's probably a little Omen child right now. Probably a little older now too. He's probably like upper teens now, getting ready to make the scene. You know what I'm saying? He's getting ready to step on the scene, yo.
What are they?
Who knows how many babysitters he's killed already? How many dogs he made hang themselves? Like, you know what I'm saying?
What's the word for that when the devil's inside of you or the spirit takes over you? It's
Possession.
possession. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Well, no, I mean, supposedly that kid wasn't possessed. Supposedly that kid was the
He was
spawn.
just the spawn. The spawn.
Yeah. Like in Rosemary's Baby.
I didn't see
You
that
know?
one. Dude, I don't
You never
I don't
saw
like,
Rosemary's Baby?
No, dude.
That's a
because
classic.
when I was 14,
Rosemary's Baby is like the behind the green door of horror movies.
also didn't see Behind the Green Door, which sounds like another terrible movie.
That's a porn. It's one of the famous porns. Behind the Green Door, Debbie Does Dallas. All those are like the old porns that are like famous, like Deep Throat.
I always thought the wall idea was kind of cool, like the dick in the hole.
So you like going to dick and hole places? They call those again?
Gay!
The glory hole.
Glory, you're a glory hole, dude. Yeah, I gotta see it. I see it, man.
I
It's just
recommended to the
Steve.
super for us
I
to
could
get one
just
up in the building.
let's get a glory hole in the building. You should put it in the doors so that when you
Yeah.
don't have the money for the rent, he can just stick his dick through the hole and you guys pay it that way. That'd be great. The glory hole apartments. Welcome to Glory
Ooh.
Hole Apartments, where if you can't afford the rent, don't sweat it.
It's all right, dude. We have some Section 8 people. They got the government covering 80%.
Didn't
their glory hole.
didn't like an MS-13 gang take over your building? Isn't that who you're paying rent to now?
No, not yet. Not yet. They're moving in next week.
You know, actually, they because you heard about that, right? Where that gang took over that apartment building.
Where in the city?
No, not in New York. I forgot where it happened. Somewhere like Oregon or something like that. I don't even know. Not Oregon. Somewhere in America. Just look it up. Just put in
Yep.
illegal gang. Illegals. A gang of illegals took over a whole apartment building, and then the gangs from out there supposedly are all linking up to get them out.
Word.
They were driving through the neighborhood with a megaphone saying, "Yo, we started this gang shit." And they're giving them time. We're here to shut you down. You better get out. Some shit like that. Isn't that crazy? The gangs are more patriotic than the fucking people running the country.
Yeah, I'm just trying
Isn't
to
that nuts?
skip this ad on here. Hold on one second. But yeah, I got the article.
It's fucking nuts. Imagine that you're living in a building and it gets taken over by a bunch of illegal gang members that knock on your door monthly to receive their rent.
Hey, dude. I mean, are they,
Are they good? Are they good landlords?
Yeah,
Do they
are they good landlords? Are they fixing
fix the
stuff?
window? Because my
Yeah.
window's still broken. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I could use a gang. Colorado. That's what it's
Yeah, Colorado. This is from Fox. Colorado city officials dismiss concerns of Venezuelan gangs taking over apartment buildings, saying it's overblown.
It's overblown. It's only one building. Why are you acting so crazy? It's only the first
Mayor
3
of Aurora,
floors.
Colorado. Mayor, thank you very much for coming on with us.
Oh, this is the mayor.
It seems
Okay.
it's tough to even get some confirmation of the details of what is going on there. First off, can you confirm whether or not this gang has taken over these buildings there in Aurora?
So there are several buildings actually under the same ownership, out-of-state ownership, that have fallen to these Venezuelan gangs. I'm trying to walk it back and do the investigation as to how there's a concentration of Venezuelans in these 3 buildings. Somebody put them there, and somebody funded it. Whether it's federal government or not, we're trying to find out who. These gangs apparently are attracted to where there's a concentration of Venezuelan migrants, and so they've in fact have kind of pushed out the property management through intimidation and then collected the rents. We have now or have had it is ongoing operations with a task force of local law enforcement, state law enforcement partners, and federal law enforcement partners to root them out. And arrests have been made, but these operations are still ongoing.
With the arrests.
What do you think?
Sounds like Trenton, bro says. I think that that's a problem.
Yeah, I think
What's overblown? They're walking through the hallway with heat. Motherfuckers, everyone there
heat, bro.
was strapped except for the main landlord, dude.
case dog. Yeah, I mean, he was strapped with his phone.
Yeah, he didn't have to he just had his boys walking around him. Boy, imagine that's how your landlord came to collect rent.
I know I'd never be late, dog. I'd be paying him cash 3 days in advance, bro. I'd be asking if he wants to come over for dinner.
That's crazy. Imagine being late on your payment.
Nah, not today, son. But I wonder, like, did they evict people? Is that what they were doing?
No, those people were jetting.
I'm trying to see if there's some
people said, "I'm outta here."
camps. Yeah.
They were like, "I'm out of here, dog. This is crazy. It was bad enough dealing with fucking mortars. Now I got to deal with these motherfuckers."
Yeah, here you go. This is from this is from Aurora, Colorado, right? This is their 20 to 2023 immigration plan, where it says Aurora is open to the world, especially Venezuela.
Fucking insane.
Yeah, Mayor
What's
Mike
going on right now?
Mayor Mike Kaufman.
On in Venezuela right now that they're running over here. Are they bugging out in Venezuela?
Venezuela problems current. Yeah, dude. Hyperinflation, food insecurity. Let's see what the U.S. State Department says.
Yeah, they're the ones to trust.
Well, see what they say.
I mean, the first two things you read sound like America.
Maduro. Yeah, here you go. I'll just show it. So I'm not just keeping you guys in the dark. They support interim President Juan Guaido, and the National Assembly as the democratic institution in the country. However, Maduro and his inner circle dismantle Venezuelan democracy piece by piece as they plunder the country's natural resources to enrich themselves. The devastating health and humanitarian crisis grows. All right, well.
Still sounds like America. Bro 12002 says these cats come here with the blueprint on where to go and how to exploit the system. Well, listen, I mean, if you're going to come here, you should have a plan.
Yeah.
Right?
This is the same guy. Hold on. Okay, so what we saw from Fox News is Mike Kaufman, right?
Yeah.
And this is what he said about immigration in 2015. We put forward a plan to help integrate immigrants and refugees into the cultural and economic life of our community. Crazy, bro.
Congratulations. Well, I mean, listen, they can't say that they don't come here and start their business. Stormy, what's up? Welcome back, Stormy. It has been a while, and hello to you. Listen, I mean, they came out here and right away they became property owners.
Mm-hmm. Get them in, boy. Get them in.
So I don't know. They're intuitive.
Did you hear what's going on in my alma mater of San Francisco? There's an NFL player who shot, dude, in the middle of the shopping district in Union
of a game?
Square.
Oh.
No.
It would have been crazier if it was during a game.
No, dude, it was just for his watch, bro. A fucking kid shot him. Boy in court after NFL player shot for expensive watch. A teenage boy appeared in court after being
that's
charged
the dude?
with attempted murder of robbery of Ricky Pearsall. He was in Union Square. Let's see. He's gonna miss the first several games.
How is his case being held in juvenile court? He's 17 years fucking old. You think he don't know at that point that he was robbing that dude and it was against the law?
Yeah, you're right about that, dude. Yeah, really good.
Give me a fucking break,
yeah,
man.
Really good point. But I bet in California you have to be 18 at the time of the crime. I guarantee that's what the law is. He targeted.
He was targeted for his expensive watch.
There's footage. Uh-oh. Let me see if I can find the footage.
We know he lived. Why is it so less interesting once I know they survived? My mind corrupt. It's the way my mind works. But hey, man, San Francisco, it's dangerous out there.
It's not far. We used to go out to eat all the time in that area, bro.
You're lucky you wasn't wearing no expensive watch.
Well, Ricky's lucky I wasn't there that day.
Did you hear about that dude who oh man, he had his wife pretty much SA'd like 50 times. He was drugging her and then having dudes come over to bang her out. What kind of a sick, twisted little twat is that? Men are pretty nasty. They found video. They found a bunch of shit. Video, emails.
When was this?
All the dudes.
Where was this?
I read it. It was 2 days ago. I read it in that news shit that we get, but
the smart news.
Yeah, but It's sick. The dude was like drugging his lady. I don't know how you don't know you're being drugged so many times.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, shouldn't she at least have been to the doctors to be like, Doc, I don't understand, you know, why I don't remember anything from last night ever. And once, I'm not blaming the victim. I mean, that's horrible. I mean, you should be able to trust your husband. But did you find the article?
Yeah.
Yeah, woman describes horror of learning husband drugged her so others could grape her, squeeze her juices, and check the seas. A French woman who was raped by I hate saying it.
You can read this too.
This story, distressing details from the start. Okay, just so you people know.
Mm-hmm.
A French woman who was raped, I hate saying that, by unknown men over 10 years after being drugged to sleep by her husband, told the court of her horror of learning.
It's funny you can say drugged.
You probably can't. Giselle Pellicotte, who is 72, was giving on day 3 of the trial in Avignon, southeast France. See those French? 51 men. What did you expect? Those French people be bugging, man. So 50 men, because one is including her husband.
Mm-hmm.
You know, years old. Damn. He admitted that he got satisfaction from watching other men have sex with his unconscious wife. That's sick.
Yeah. What do you think he got these guys from? Where did he find 50 Frenchies? Was it just like all of his buddies or what? Like
online, dude. And the man, you know, anyone who comes by to deliver anything, you know, she never pretended to be asleep.
She said she was never complicit.
Case that has shocked France, you know, like that she never, you know, gave into it. She didn't want to do it. She wasn't pretending to be asleep.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's what she's saying. Yeah. Complicit. Being complicit means you just let it happen.
But is that possible?
You know, that she wasn't?
No, that she was.
Is it possible? I don't know. I didn't see the videos, nor do I want to, but they say you
Maybe she was doing.
I mean, the dude hasn't said he hasn't drugged her.
That's true.
So, you know, see, that's that crazy shit. That's like on that episode of Law and Order where the dude broke up with his lady, so he went on one of those fucking crazy sites, you know, pretending to be her and saying that her fantasy was to be.
I remember that one.
Yeah, you know, and then the dude was talking back and forth to her on the thing, and it wasn't her he was talking to, but they set up a time and a date and all that stuff, and he did it, and now he's, you know, he was going to jail for. But he had proof that, you know, I don't know. Did he even get? I wonder if he was found guilty on that one. Hard to say. You know,
they're in court right now.
That's why. How about you just don't go online for shit like that, man? Play it safe, bro. 12002 being logic. She would have to have woken up and felt some type of soreness or that something happened to her. I mean, do you? 71 years old. He didn't have them all do it in one time.
They say,
you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like a one-time thing.
200 instances between 2011 and 2020.
That's what I'm saying.
Initially
so probably
outside their home in Paris, but mainly in Mazan, where they moved in 2013. What's going on in Mazan, France? That's what I want to know.
Yeah. I mean, I would just think more like, you know, for her not to wake up, it had to be some heavy shit. And wouldn't you just wake up being like, what happened last night? Like you would just be think about how you fell asleep, where you were. So even if you don't suspect anything, wouldn't you go to a doctor to be like, yo, something seems off? I haven't remembered anything for the last 200 nights. And even if it wasn't in a row,
I mean,
it's like I noticed on Fridays and Saturdays, I never remember. Well, how many years? It was a couple of years, they said, right? Between 20 and 2023.
2011 and yeah, 2023, yeah.
2011
Mm-hmm.
and 2023. So that's 12 years.
Mm-hmm.
You know, speak to any victim that was knocked unconscious or drugged, and they will tell you they know something happened. They just can't give you the details. But I mean, I think in most of the cases, it's a little different because they were out.
Mm-hmm.
In most of those cases, they were out, maybe on a date, because, you know, that shit happens a lot on dates, and then you just can't recall what happened. But if you're home with your husband on a regular night, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, you're not thinking that way. It's almost the last thought on your mind. But I am saying that you would definitely be concerned you're not remembering things on Fridays and Saturdays.
Mm-hmm.
There have to be a couple of consistent weekends in a row. You know what I'm saying?
They moved from Paris 2 years after they started. They moved from Paris to some small town, which is weird. I find that very weird.
Why?
Well, because
people don't move.
Well, no, they move. But okay, so say you're starting some sort of venture or something like that, because, you know, I think this guy may have a business of some kind going on where he's buying, selling these tapes.
You moved like 7 times in the last year.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, there's no charges of him distributing the tapes. You know,
maybe they're covering something up. I want to go to the town. So let me look up the town.
I think he gave a couple of. I mean, you move all the time. I don't think moving is a. Not saying you're wrong, but for me, that doesn't really ring anything off. You know, they moved. They might add even 2 houses. Who the hell knows?
Masson is a commune in. Okay, just a province of France. Stuff I don't know how to say. Southeastern France, 4 miles by road from Avignon. Oh, that we just read that, right? Mazan is one of the chateaux of the Dosage family. French writer, activist, and imprisonment for sex crimes, blasphemy, and pornography.
You know how bad you got to be in prison for that back in those days?
Well, I mean, everyone is a little
you know
more
what I'm
religious,
saying?
bro. But that's interesting. So,
but I mean,
so this town that they moved to, it's the chateau of this guy's family. It's the porn town, dog.
Yes, they're a little lenient. They're probably a little lenient. Bro, 12002 says, yo, Brian, anything you say could be held against you in the court of public opinion. That is true. He doesn't care.
No, I don't care.
He doesn't care. He went on Kill Tony.
This is episode 229 of the show, dog. 229 episodes of Rated G, dog. 229.
What, right now?
This is 229.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Who would have thought? You know? Who would have thought we would go so long? I didn't think we were going to hit 50. Remember, I was like, we'll see what happens if we hit 50. 50's a lot.
Yeah, well, I've stopped several shows at 50 episodes, right on the mark.
Right on the mark. Usually 50. Made it. You know, but here we go. Bro says, Gary, don't forget, he admitted he was a page back in the day. Oh, yeah, no, I know this dude he's a plant. They, oh, please. Hey, Ben, baby. That's me after a bender. I know something happened, but I don't know the details. Yeah, it's a lot of people after a bender. You know, but what I'm saying is, like, if you're home, are you really expecting that? Is it odd to fall asleep and just fall asleep at home? But my thing is, you have all these days, 200 to be exact, where you have no memory of falling asleep, you know, going to bed, you know. I mean, like I said, it wasn't like he
on
had
the full moons. What
so,
if he like timed it perfectly? Every time she got a little drunk, she would do it, and he planned somebody in.
I don't know, man.
That's what I'm saying, man.
I could
like,
say this. I don't even get
people, bro.
I don't even get that shit, man. Some men are man. Like, I don't understand, like, even wanting to be with a chick that's passed out. I never understood that. You're a college dude. Explain that to me, Brian.
I don't know why you would assume that.
I'm saying you went to college. I'm not saying you did it, but I know you definitely have some friends. You know, you probably know some friends that were questionable that you were like, you know, they say some shit. They'd be like, yo, you know, Biff be out there. You know, you don't want to get a drink from Biff when you're out the bar.
Dude, I never met anybody named Ricky Rufy before in my life, dude. Never, dog. No, I don't know anybody named that. No, see, this is the thing, right? This is what would happen, right? So we would have.
Seems odd that you was a page and in college, and yet you don't know anyone who's ever done that. Well, one thing we know is you're not going to talk.
So what would happen at parties that I would go to at my fraternity house, right, is we would make jungle juice, right? And what we would do is get one of those.
Sounds a lot like Jesus juice.
No, there was nothing holy about this water.
Sounds like. Go ahead.
So we would.
There's nothing holy about Jesus juice either.
So we would take 7-Up, right, or Sprite. You know, a lemon lime drink, 2 liters. You know, say if we had like a big, like one of those Gatorade things that they have on the side of a field. So we fill one of those up about halfway with that, right, and then put some powdered Kool-Aid mix in it, right? You get the Kool-Aid going in there for the flavor, right? And then Everclear, like a 5th, and then maybe some other sort of vodka or, you know, grain alcohol or something like that, right? And then that was really it. And then maybe, you know, sometimes rum or a little tequila or something else would go in there, and then you just mix it up. But when you go to a house party and it's $5 a cup, and the dudes who make that juice have it down to a science of like the right ratios of, you know, 7-Up, vodka, GHB, Kool-Aid powder, you know, that they have to mix, then
GHB.
You know, you drink.
I noticed you threw that in there, and you didn't throw that in there in the first mix.
What?
GHB.
I didn't say that.
Yes, you did.
No, dude. No, there's no GHB. Dude, that's roofies. No. I'm saying there's alcohol in there. There's a lot of alcohol.
Dude, you just, I'm sorry. Was anybody else just listening? Did he not just throw GHB into that mix? Please. I could have sworn that you just said, you know, the right amount.
No, dude. No, we would take a Gatorade thing.
No, I know what the first mix said. Yeah, I understood the first mix. When you said the second mix, when you get them dudes who have it down to a science and they're good at mixing the right amount of grain, and you said GHB.
No.
Yeah.
No. There's grain, 7-Up.
I feel like we have a Freudian slip. Did anybody
Kool-Aid
else
mix?
You just said GHB.
No, dude. There's no GHB in it, dude. There's 7-Up, Kool-Aid powder, ice, GHB, and grain alcohol.
Dude, you had me frying for a second, man. My brain was clicking like this dude is bugging.
That was good, right?
I know I heard that shit, man.
That was good.
Don't do that shit, man. All right? Don't do things like that. Make me think my mind is fucking clicking wrong, yo. I'm like, yo, I know I heard what I heard, man. Bugging right here.
That's the ketamine.
Nah, man, that was days ago. I lived.
Yeah, so what did you think about it?
It's all right. I take it as a gift. I'm not looking to go get like who got more, you know. It's all right. You know, I prefer MDMA.
Well, yeah, they're completely different.
Not completely in the field. I mean, it is if you do more. But with the amount I did, it was more like a light kind of MDMA kind of feel.
Well, that's what I've heard about ketamine. I've never done it. And it's in a low dose. It's kind of like a little bit of a stimulant, but like anything over this, like there's like a threshold.
Yeah, there's a threshold.
And that threshold's a small margin.
Yeah, I didn't go to the threshold at all. I just got the little stimuli, and it was cool. I mean, I needed it. I was in pain. I didn't need it, but it was a good time to do it because I had to disassociate myself from the pain that I was feeling from helping my son move. I helped my son move, and I couldn't even move the next day. Oh my God, just thinking about it right now, it's hurting my back. I couldn't even move the next day, man. D Moore, what's up, baby?
Pew, 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 pew.
You're not late, brother. You're right on time.
They actually, dude, you can get ketamine at home, and they give it to you in a Nasonex thing. And you go see a doctor online, and they mail you the ketamine to your house for depression. Isn't that nuts?
Really?
Yeah.
Bro, 2 says, be careful, brother. Don't become a statistic. But I already am, my brother. I am already a statistic. Every time we wake up, we're already a statistic.
That's true.
Every time we see a new day, you can't help but be a statistic. Nah, I'm good, man. Don't worry about me. You know, something's gonna get me, but I doubt it's gonna be that. You know. But then again, I guess you never know, right?
This is it, dude.
Say goodbye to trauma, to grief.
Yeah. Should we
ketamine therapy, depression and anxiety. But I mean, like I was just realizing the other day, and PTSD.
Should we see if we're
What are you looking? What are you looking to accomplish? Improve mental clarity, find relaxation and peace.
Oh. Hold on, sorry.
Find relaxation and peace. Let's keep it real. Find relaxation. You can't choose more than one. All right, so find relaxation and peace. Have you been struggling with any of the following? Lack of motivation, low energy, poor sleep, excessive worrying, obsessive thinking, excessive negative self, chronic pain.
So hard to choose.
Poor sleep. There's a couple of them that are, and then there's a couple that aren't. So I'll say poor sleep. See if you are licensed. Serve your state.
Ooh. I'm not going to show this.
Yeah. I don't want to go on that shit.
I'll have him send it to me.
Put my name on this shit.
G.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's not nothing that I would go out of my way to get. There's somebody gifted it to me, and I trust, you know. I forgot what I was watching, but it definitely made for a better show.
But in New York, you can get it in New York.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not much charging. Oh, not that much.
500 for 4 sessions. Looks like.
Yeah.
4 treatments.
Yeah, you can get the deal for $99.
They call it the brain box, dog. Oh. And then
it's brain box, dog. What's in the box? Your brain, man. Yo, man, your brain is in the box, man.
It's basically $100 a pop.
Bro says well played.
It seems expensive.
That is expensive.
Yeah.
But you're getting the clinical shit.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm sure the stuff that you got,
and that's gonna take you into the. But nah, each session is gonna take you into the whole. It's not gonna be like you just take a little bit. That's gonna be full blown.
Okay, hold on.
Full blown, like you going on a trip. You know, you're going on a trip, dog. So $100, I don't know. I mean, you figure $100 for a gram, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's about the same price.
Yeah, they give a 0.5 milligram.
You know.
Yeah. Damn, dude, that's a lot.
What, per session?
Yeah.
Per session?
Yeah.
A 0.5 milligram per session. So how many sessions altogether?
Well, it says here. Let me go. I'll put this up. So this is like the recommended dosage. So it's a little varied. Ketamine administered 0.5 milligrams. Some patients may respond to doses as low as 0.1, which is a tenth of a gram, but others may require 0.75. The ketamine dose is conventionally administered across 40 minutes. Safety and efficacy been demonstrated in sessions between 2 and 100 minutes. Bolus administration is safe and effective when the drug is intramuscularly or subcutaneously, whereas intravenous route is most commonly employed.
Oh, what's that shit? Yeah, that's how they do it, dog. You be good at that.
Oh yeah, dude.
Right in the necana. Ah. And it's legal in New York, right? So you could like just do it in the street, like you're in Kensington. You could just sit there in fucking Washington Square, take a 40-minute trip on some ketamine.
I think that's fentanyl in Washington Square Park. I don't think there's much.
But like I said, you get well, you're going there with what you get from there. I'm saying, you know, you could just do it. What are they gonna say?
They give you the nasal stuff when you bring it home. The take home. Yeah, it's like when you get the take home of the shit. What was that stuff called? Methadone in the jar.
Methadone. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I would go all out like that. But you know, it claims to help with a lot of things.
What's that?
And I do believe that shit. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if ketamine, but I know DMT definitely helps with dealing with a lot of issues and shit. At least it did for me. Took away a lot of my anger, if you could believe that.
Oh, I definitely can. Now,
that goes to show you how angry I must have been, right? I mean, look, like the middle of my head looks like I'm perplexed 23 hours a day.
Perpetually perplexed.
Yeah. That's where that came from, man. Ever since Corona. I call it my Corona crease. Because it had me perplexed.
Did you just point to me with your middle finger? Did you do that on purpose? Yeah. Yeah,
of course I did. Please said, you seen the machine L's on DMT? I saw a few of them. I definitely saw the machines. The machines were everywhere, man. Like, that was crazy. It was like I saw metals that it was like metals I've never seen before. Somehow I knew that it was metals that I've never seen before. Shapes I've never seen before. Colors. The whitest white I've ever seen. Please says, not perplexed with Corona crease. It's your third eye opening. Ooh, scary. Imagine that. One day I'm like brushing my teeth and then it just goes sideways and opens up. Imagine that, yo. I'd flip the fuck out, dude. Could you imagine? You're just sitting there brushing your teeth and then you just see this thing moving. You're like, what the fuck? And then it just opens up and it's an eye sideways. The third eye gets open. Oh, I'd want it closed. I would want it closed.
And you're drunk as this is happening too.
I would
imagine how
bad
that would be, dude.
I don't get
you begin the field sobriety test.
That right there just made me not want to look in the mirror when I brush anymore. Just because back in the day I would say that's nonsense, but nowadays anything can happen.
Where does DMT?
We're living in the world of one reality.
Fit in for you with the way stuff works in the universe? What do you think?
I don't know, a tool.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I should be doing it or not, but it definitely, like I said, it helped me to realize. For me, it was very spiritual. To me, it was very aligned with God. So I had no problems with it. I just bug out on the fact that I used to be angrier than I am now. It's pretty, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to say I'm not an angry dude now. I still am in a sense. If you don't know me, I'm an angry dude. Once I get home, I let everything go. I don't hold on to things, put it that way. I get caught up in things, but I don't hold on to things. That's why I get upset if I get into something with people who do hold on to things, because now it's not over. Like me, I'm like, it's done. What happened. I don't give a shit. can't go back in time and change anything. But then you get those people who don't let shit go, and that now you know it's still alive because of them. Otherwise, you know, if it was up to you, the shit would be dead.
Mm-hmm.
You know, does that make sense?
Yeah, I don't think it's important. I think it's bad to hold beefs, but you should definitely learn from whatever the situation was, especially moving forward with that person, of course.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, I mean, listen, I'm not saying to let toxic people into your life and keep them there. I'm just talking in general where, like, you know, if I get into some situation or whatever, I tend to let it go right after it's done. As soon as I realize this is a situation I don't want, I go up, stop, and I crush it right there. I don't even want to continue. That's the good thing about life. You don't have to continue with the bullshit. You could at any point just be like, yeah, I'm going to stop this now. Right now. And then just keep moving. Change your whole attitude. That's what I do. You can't change shit that you can't control. And that's what they learn, you know? Yeah, exactly, bro. Let go and let God. We going to get the Hoke School shooting breakdown. We haven't been banned in a while. Well, we still got a strike. And that seems like a low and outside pitch right there that I'm not going to go for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm not going to go into that. I haven't really checked it out, but another one. That's what happened. It was another shooting.
I don't know, dude.
You know.
Oh, yeah.
Seems to be a lot of them.
It's going on right now.
It's going on now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
breaking news?
Yeah, breaking news. Yep.
It's going on right now. Where's it going on?
Yeah, hold on. Appalachia, Georgia.
In Georgia. Well, man, listen, man. Our prayers go out to Georgia. You know. Crazy, man. Well, what kind of school is it?
High school.
Is it a student?
Yeah. What the fuck? Hide these ads, bro. Suspected Georgia school shooter is cooperating with police. The teenager accused of killing 4 people at a Georgia high school on Wednesday is cooperating with investigators, according to Broward County Sheriff Judd Smith. Wednesday, was only the second day the suspect, Colt Gray, had been a student at the high school. On the first day, he left class to go to the counselor's office because he was having anxiety. He was in class for 30 minutes on Wednesday before it occurred.
That's some shit. He was in the school for fucking 2 days?
Apparently.
That's some crazy shit right there, boy. Well, listen, man, why don't they have metal detectors? Or do they have metal detectors and he snuck it in? I don't know if those schools having a lot of metal detectors, but I know it works in the hood.
Yeah.
You don't hear about this shit in the hood, so metal detectors work. You know?
It's like it's outside of Atlanta.
Well, fucked up, you know. And I guess cooperating is he got himself probably held up somewhere, and they're trying to diffuse the situation, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I guess.
Just a guess, but yeah, I guess if he's cooperating. But I mean, like, what's cooperating? Fucking put down your gun and come out. That's cooperating. Anything other than that, pop him.
Yeah.
You know, it's fucked up. Did he even know the kids he shot? So many questions. It'll all come out. You know, it'll all come out. Whether or not everything we hear will be true, probably not, but we'll get some sort of story. You know,
I'm trying to see if I can find any of the kids' social media profiles before they get taken down.
If they haven't already.
Colt Gray, yeah, if they haven't already.
Yeah, that's fucked up, man. Listen, I'm glad my kids ain't in school no more. I never felt school to be safe, but there are levels to the game of danger, right?
He's 14, bro.
He was 14? The kid who got killed or the kid who's doing the shooting?
The kid who did the shooting.
Oh, wow, 14 years old.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Demore says the hoods don't get that Homeland Security money.
Yeah. There's 2 kids and 2 teachers.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. Within 2 days, I don't even know. They said he just started going to the school. Isn't that what it just said?
Yeah.
Damn. I mean, school just opened up. When did school start? Yesterday?
Yesterday, yeah. Today was the second day.
For some people, it was the first day. Today was D's first day. Home police says, fuck that pussy ass kid. He's suffering from anxiety and does that. You don't hear about it in the hood because they say, oh, it's gang violence, not news like white school shooters. But I would think that even if it happens in the hood, which we don't hear about it, but I would think I would hear about it to some extent. You know what I'm saying? Like you would hear about it to some extent because shit goes on and they see that, you know, you don't see it on the news, you know, anxiety. The problem is telling people that anxiety is some sort of a mental disorder. Anxiety is not a mental disorder. Everyone has anxiety at some point in their life. And if you're filled with anxiety, then I guess you need to start focusing on different things. You know what I'm saying? Stop saying this is a disorder. And then what really kills me is when I was talking about this the other day, when you deal with depression, anxiety, all these things, there is no cure because they're natural things as a human being that you feel, right? But what do they give you? Drugs, just drugs, not even like a drug that heals you. It's just a drug that makes you feel better at the moment, like really good weed, like cocaine, like heroin, like everything else. That's all those drugs do is make you feel good for the moment.
Let's talk about it. I mean, can you name a drug that cures you?
Well, I'm saying
like most drugs that anybody takes in daily life, or one that you get from a doctor, they just mask symptoms. They don't cure you.
But
like
I'm saying, aren't there drugs like if you got diabetes or if you got, you know, a certain kind of
it's not curing anything. It doesn't
cure you. It just kind of helps you in a sense where it's not getting you high.
Well, okay, so we'll just take
you understand what I'm saying?
Oh, hold on, just so if you take diabetes, right, your body's not producing insulin, right?
Yeah.
So you get the pump to pump you with insulin, right? Yeah. It's not curing anything. It's artificially giving your body the insulin.
It's not curing it, but it's also is that getting you high?
No. But it's all of Western medicine, or most of Western medicine, besides something like radiation that would blast out like cancer cells, or maybe something like antibacterial, like what do they call antibiotic? Like an antibiotic would actually kill the bacteria, right? But when you take, you know, Robitussin, right, it's a cough suppressant, so it's not curing your cough, it's stopping your cough, right? Two different things.
Of course.
And then the stuff at nighttime, it's a nasal decongestion, right? When you take nighttime medicine and it makes your nose run, but in the daytime it makes it a congestion, so your nose stays stuffed up so you can like do shit throughout the day. That's why I always take the decongestions even during the daytime, because then you want everything running through your body. You don't want to do daytime, nighttime, because you're plugging your nose up and then getting it undone. But it's managing symptoms. Yeah,
managing symptoms. Yeah, most of them manage symptoms. I agree on. Most medications manage some symptoms. Bro says they don't want to cure you, they want to maintain you and keep you as a customer. No, I get all that shit. Surgery cures things, you know. Yeah, all right, I'll give you that. But what I'm saying is this: but when it comes to things like those, all they're doing is getting you high.
What's that?
When it comes to things like anxiety, depression, those things that now, when I was growing up, was just, you know, there comes a point, fucking man up.
Well,
stop being such a little bitch and man up. That's how it was when I was growing up. Now everyone's a little more sensitive because those people who were told stop being a little bitch and man up had kids, and they didn't like, they were told that. So now they want to go easier on their kids. But the problem is now they say it as if it's not a natural thing. Like if you're depressed, then you have something wrong with you. No, this is a sinful world. It's very easy to get depressed.
Here's my theory.
Know, when you have anxiety, you know, those are normal things. So the point I'm trying to make is that when they give you stuff for that, even though it comes from a fucking doctor, it's just to get you high. Those drugs are to get you high so that you're not so anxious, so that you're not so depressed. The only way to mask those things, because it's not like it takes away the depression and that's it. It just takes away your depression. No, it takes away your depression and it makes you feel better because you're high. It's no different than smoking a good weed or fucking, doing any other drug that they might do.
Tolerance is a son of a bitch, G. You're on those Xanax and you're only taking a 0.25 when you fly, and then next thing you know, it's kind of like you're taking a 0.25, before an appointment, and then you're taking one in the morning, then it's a 0.5 milligram, then it's 1 milligram.
No, I mean, that's with everything too. It's the same thing with everything. Your blunts get bigger, your lines get bigger, your dosage gets bigger. It's like that with everything.
For sure. But, that's like a marketing end of it, really. I mean, it's not necessarily even a marketing end of it, but that's just a business
benefit.
The
benefits of the business.
Yeah, the benefits of the business, the benefits of using that product. But, in the old days, bro, like you were saying that,
think about it. In the old days, they gave you heroin.
Well, that was a long, long time ago. And
I'm just saying, they really haven't changed.
Right. But what happened for a while, it was to pull yourself up by your bootstraps and you fucking drink. That's what it was. And men drank and men smoked cigarettes. But then that came out, right? So like, people aren't drinking as much, dude. I mean, you can definitely look at stats from, 70s when everybody drank all the time, right? To now where it's like, dude, it's not uncommon for people to just like, I don't drink. It's not a very uncommon thing to hear from people.
Well, that's because most of them are probably in rehab.
Yeah, but I mean, even people, people that me and that don't drink are like that.
Everyone I know who doesn't drink is because
they
love to drink.
There are a lot of, other, other people who
the other day, he's like, how can you just have one? How could I just have one drink?
Yeah,
easy, just have one drink.
But then the drinking fell out of fashion, right? So they're not selling booze anymore. So they have to come up with new stuff to get people hooked on something, dude. It's a tale as old as time, bro.
You get hooked on life, man. You just get hooked on life, man. Just open up your window and take a nice big hit of life, man.
Bro, 1202 says, my dad was old school. He would tell me to walk it off and he'll give me something to cry about. Oh, yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt. My father, if someone bullied me, my father would be like, you better go back there and fight him. Or when you go upstairs, you're fighting me. And I would be like, I think I want to fight you, Dad, because I'm your son. You're only going to do so much damage to me. That motherfucker don't like me at all. But yeah, I mean, listen, it comes with being a dude, Please says anxiety is normal. It got us here as humans. People with no anxiety got eaten by predators, and people who looked over their shoulders survived. No doubt. People without anxiety or depression, they usually got like 7 bodies underneath their house. All right. It's normal. And the point that I'm trying to make is they make it now like if a kid has depression or a kid has anxiety, they're telling them, oh, you need something for that. Yeah, you do. Man up. You start that young, you get much better at it.
How are we letting them win, dog? How are we letting them win? How are we letting that win? That's the real question, right? Because if this is true, right, and people with no anxiety got eaten by predators, and people who looked over their shoulders survived or who were tough, it's bound to happen again, dude. Right?
Yeah, like I always bug out on that. Like, how do we allow people to bully us into shit? Well, because what happened was all the fucking nutter butter pansies, all the bolito lickers, all the fucking, open neck, open chest, action motherfuckers, they got into politics. They got into politics and they got into, science and shit like that. So now they're older and they're the ones making the rules and the laws, casting the spells. And, the people who are allowing themselves to be bullied, you know what I'm saying, is because of the spell. Now it's a law. So now we got to allow that shit.
Well, I think about
the people who follow laws.
Right. But, what responsibility do we have to do something about it? None. Some. How far did we take it?
I think there
'Cause
comes a point.
That's the real question, right? Somebody always makes it.
Yeah, well, no, there comes a point where, like, because normally but at least the way it was when I was coming up was that, as a man, I just worry about mine and my neighborhood and my people, my building, the people in my building, and the people I care about. To me, were the ones that really fucking, mattered, and I held it down for that. But no, there does come a point where you can no longer be individualized, and you're gonna have to step outside the comfort of just what affects you, because eventually it's all gonna affect you.
Yeah, well, look at what your community is now. I'll speak the same for me, right? I don't live in the neighborhood I grew up in anymore. Neither do you. Who do you know? Who do you know on your floor?
On my floor, I know Anime.
How many people are on your floor? 2?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6. But I haven't seen them.
But that's what I'm saying, dude. What, we don't have that. Our sense of community's gone.
Yeah, I know 3 people in my building.
It is, dude. It really
Even
is.
though my last building, I knew everybody. But yeah, I mean, yeah, there's no community because everybody moves out and in and out and in. Sad, isn't it?
It is.
Bro says, I heard somewhere only 35% of the population still smoke cigarettes. I'm a trendsetter. I like to be part of the smaller percentage.
2021, 11.5%.
11.5% of the population?
Yep.
Wow. It makes sense. That's why I can't bum a cigarette nowhere no more.
Oh, wait. Fuck.
He's lost again.
Oh, no. It's just a dumb stat. 28.3 million people. That's what it was. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so maybe that's where you're getting 35 from. Yeah. 35%. Maybe we're thinking, 35 million people at some point.
Please says 35 seems high. Timor says my ex just says she had pain. They gave her the pure stuff. Got addicted to morphine.
It's tough, dude.
Yeah, I mean, listen, man, I ain't gonna lie. I didn't like the morphine going in. Like when they hooked me up to it, I didn't like it, yo. I didn't like the feeling. I didn't like the coldness, feeling it rising up on me. But then once that shit took over, I was like, yo, this shit is dope.
You see, bro.
But I couldn't want to feel like that all the time. Not all the time, because you can't function.
Yeah. But what happens is
you get these people that don't want to function anymore.
No, what happens, I
want to function. I got shit
with
to
me,
do.
It started out with low dose pain pills, and it goes from 5 milligram to 10 to 30 to 80 to morphine to fentanyl to sniffing dope, and the next thing you know, you're shooting.
I think
so by the
at
time
that
you
point,
get there,
you're not doing it for the pain no more.
Yeah, but what happens?
There's a certain point where like you shouldn't even still be on it anymore. I mean, you broke your leg 5 months ago.
And
why are you still taking painkillers?
And then this is the great point, dude. Why? Yeah, why? Why is the doctor still prescribing them? Why did I go to college in a town that had 1,500 people in it and 5,000 when the school was there, and they got like 1 million oxys a year going through multiple pharmacies, bro? Why?
Here's a better question. Why didn't I get a job at a pharmacy? Why didn't I learn to be a pharmacist?
I wouldn't have been the pharmacist, dude. I would have been the dude who was flying from New York to fucking Florida and getting 100 scripts in your name and then flying back with them all in your pocket.
No, that's fine, but I'm saying,
money, dude.
Well, I'm sure the pharmacists get paid pretty well. I mean, they're 2 steps higher than everybody else.
Yeah, but
I'm sure it's pretty penny. Dude, they hustle drugs. They make money.
They do, but the people who were really making the money were the doctors writing the scripts and the patients who were getting those scripts, because all the pharmacist was doing was just filling it. They weren't getting a lot of kickbacks. There were a lot of kickbacks, but the doctors were getting crazy rich.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're the ones producing it. Not really. Well, let's not also forget Pharma. the ones actually creating the fucking shit were getting mega rich.
Dude, it's so crazy.
But that's the point I'm saying. It's like because a doctor's making drugs, it's good. When the truth is, a lot of those drugs, man, are fucking worse for you, man. They have so many more side effects, which is strange because, you know, I trust Colombian drug lord more than I trust the chemist of America. Yeah, I was, man. I was a hood pharmacist. That's what I was. You know, they called it the medicine. They were like, I'm going to see the medicine man.
Medicine man.
I mean, what is the difference?
Well, it's a great question. You know, I talk about this all the time. I mean, you know, it's plants are plants, you know, and chemicals that are derived, almost all of them medically are from plants. They're originally plants, and then there's the same compounds made synthetically. But
like, just take weed, right? It's a plant that pretty much grows the way it is. You can stumble onto a fucking patch of that shit somewhere if it's in the right, you know, things, if a seed was planted, right? So have people stopped trying to smoke other plants? Have we stopped trying? Because then the question becomes, now what happens? You buy a plant from Walgreens or Walmart, right? Come home. You say, let me take this little fucking leaf right here and roll it up and see what happens. And it gets you high. Then you tell your friends about it. You start bagging it up and selling it. There's really nothing they can do at that point until they make a law that says now because this tree can get smoked. It used to be legal. Now it's not legal no more.
Right. And then Johnson & Johnson buys a farm in Tasmania and then grows a super potent version of that plant.
Yeah.
And then uses your tax money to build that farm. They make the product, they ship it overseas to Mexico, they process it, they bring it back to the US, they put it into a pill, and then they sell it for you triple the rate to your health insurance. They get you hooked, you OD, and then you die. And then they have a lawsuit against them.
It's the circle of life.
But then they have a lawsuit against them that they have to pay $1 billion back, but the government gets that money for some reason.
Yeah, right. Isn't that
and they
nice
decide
scam?
Yeah, and then
nice little scam they got going.
And then what they do is then since you're now hooked on these products, they create another drug to get you off of those products. A maintenance drug is what it's called. A maintenance medicine. That's true. Yeah, bro.
Salvia that plant at Home Depot.
Salvia is so fucked up, bro. They'll let you buy a plant. They're like, dude, smoke it if you want to.
Yeah, if you want to do this shit, go ahead. It's like, I'm talking about a good high. It's something that gives you a good high, not something that makes you want to rip your face off.
Yeah.
B-More says, grow the poppies and find out. They grow like grass. Yeah, but you still got to do something to that poppy. Do they just take the poppy and eat the poppy and you'll get high? Probably, right?
I think so.
Interesting. I just saw.
I got to take a piss, bro. I'm about to pee my pants. 40 minutes. You're up.
This fucking guy right here, man. Listen, if you don't know where to find me yet, then just go to acjokes.com and check out when I'm playing. I'm there tonight. If you're in Atlantic City, come check me out, man. It's me, Zach Pickett, and of course, my man Buddha. And then tomorrow night, we got Buddha headlining along with Matt Moyer and Ray Vasquez. The show's always popping. And I'm very excited, man. If you're around in September, man, come down and check out my man Yorsi Thomas, man. He's the shit. I'm glad I got him. I got him for 4 nights. So that's going to be dope. And if you're in New York City on a Monday and you're looking for something to do, man, why not go down to the Grizzly Pear for the Monday midnight, not quite Tuesday show? I said that pretty well, right? For the Monday midnight, not quite. I got that shit out. I thought I was going to fuck it up, but I didn't. Yeah, man, I run that with my boy Adam Gable. Come check that out, yo. It's always a dope show. It's always fun. You know, no matter if it's a big crowd or small crowd, whoever comes out, they come out to have a good time. So come check us out over there, man. If you haven't checked out my special yet, man, feel free to go on YouTube. Tell me it sucks. I would understand because I don't really like it much anymore either. But still, go to YouTube. Check out my special. You Did Not See Me Here Tonight. We filmed it during the pandemic, and it was fun. I don't think the special captured how dope the night really was. The sound is a little off, but go check it out if you haven't already. I could always use the views. And if you're looking for something to do this weekend, man, then why don't you get like next day shipping and go to triplexplayground.com and get yourself a version of the Triple X Playground board game. It's the best communication tool game ever created by man, evil man. But still, it looks like it's a fun game. 2 to 8 players, man. Roll the dice, get fist deep into someone you love. And Brian's back. How you feeling?
Great.
Please do Saturday nights. I'm coming out there with bachelor party soon. Resorts, right? Yes, resorts, man. Hit me up on, inbox me. Let me know you're coming. I do Saturday nights. I do every night there. I'm not there tomorrow because I'm just happen to be taking a night off. But if you was coming through and you told me, I'd throw myself on the show for you, dog. So let me know. If you ever come out, let me know. Hit me up, inbox me. Because even if I'm not on the show, I'll show up. Bro says next time, bring a bottle. I get my drinks for free there. Demo says they make a fortune off of it. Yeah, they do. You know, Coke is still one of the only ones that can legally make cocaine.
Yeah, we talked about this.
Oh, Coke is still allowed to make cocaine?
Yeah, that's what gives it the flavor, bro. They flavor Coca-Cola with coca leaves. Crazy, right?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. So what happens if you sniff Coca-Cola?
I'm
not saying it's going to be fun, but I'm just saying, what happens if you do it? I'm not going to find out. I don't suggest anybody out there listening tries to find out.
It's a little too bubbly for me.
Yeah, I don't think that would be fun.
The original Coca-Cola had cocaine in it, but the Coca-Cola rather of today is free of cocaine, but it gets flavoring from coca leaves.
Yeah.
Just one company in the U.S. is licensed to import and process coca leaves. The Stephen Company of Northfield, Illinois. After Stephen processes coca leaves at its Maywood, New Jersey plant, it extracts the cocaine. The company uses the spent leaves to create a cocaine-free extract and sends the extract to Coca-Cola, making it the only soft drink to have coca leaf extract as one of its ingredients. Pretty fucking wild.
How do we get a job there, bro?
Yeah, because my question becomes, what do they do with the extracted coke?
Right. Yeah. We'll find that out now. We're gonna go to their website.
We can't say, but all I can say is we have the most motivated workers in our business. Then people come in working, dude. I wonder if they get to use the the cocaine. Do they have to turn it in? No, somebody's tapping that shit. Come on, man. I'm not gonna say they're selling it, but I would think they're using some of it. You sitting there with all that cocaine off those leaves, you're not gonna use some of it. The fuck out of here.
Oh, dude, they make all sorts of shit, dog.
Dude, I just saw that movie Dark Waters about DuPont.
Oh, what? I haven't heard about this. I'm gonna watch it tonight. What's it called? Dark Waters?
Yeah, Dark Waters. It's about DuPont and the whole pans, Teflon.
Mm-hmm.
How that shit was killing people and they knew it.
What was it on?
It's on Netflix.
Netflix. Cool.
Yeah, it was killing people. It was killing people and they knew it for years. You know, the non-stick Teflon pans, no good for you people. Do they still make Teflon pans? I'm interested to know that, considering they know now that it kills people. But yeah, it took years too. It just started in like the 90s and it didn't end until like, might even been before the 90s. Now that I think about it, it didn't end until they finally settled in 2015 or some shit.
Teflon is not a product, but a brand name chemical coating known as PTFE, polytetrafluoroethylene.
Yeah.
Yeah. The worry was to do with some of its chemical properties. It used to contain perfluorocatanic acid, PFOA. Yeah. So PFOA is a health risk for kidney disease, liver, thyroid, testicular cancers, low birth weight, and fertility.
Yo, dude, people were being grown with no nose. Babies were being born by the plant nose and shit. They were dumping the shit into the water. It was crazy. Yeah, you gotta check that shit out. You gotta check that shit out, dog. It's crazy. And it's still, how are they still, like, my thing is, you knowingly poisoned a bunch of people. How are you still allowed to be a company?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would think that should be one of the consequences of doing shit like that. The company gets taken apart.
Well, you're familiar with ThyssenKrupp, Deutsche Bank. I mean, the list goes on, dog. Yeah, no, that doesn't happen. You know, because we're in, you know, the Game of
But I'm
Thrones.
saying, like, how
is
doesn't
the
that
game
happen?
Of banks, bro. It's the game of money. I mean, come on. What do you think? You know the world we're living in, bro.
I mean, even like the whole shit with the fucking drug shit that we watched, man, when they were like, they knew they were getting people. They were basically fucking drug dealers. None of them went to jail. They paid a couple of fines, and they got them one of the biggest contracts to make the fucking the COVID shit.
Yeah, Johnson & Johnson, dog. Yeah. And they were just manufacturing it, dude. It wasn't their idea to come up with. They just made it.
Yeah,
It was
but I'm
Purdue.
just saying.
Yeah, it was Purdue, really.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, how is it those companies are still allowed to stay companies? You know, with the same people owning it, with the same shit. Oh, we're sorry. Here's some money, and we won't do it again until we do it again with something else. It's insane.
Well, dude, the crazy
that shit
thing
is insane. One of the consequences, if you get caught doing shit like that's a company doing shit like that, your company. So, a lot of people lose jobs. Yeah, it's fucked up. But I guess if you did that, then you got a lot of people covering shit up. You won't get no whistleblowers because they want to keep their jobs. I don't know. It's a fucked up world.
This is
You know,
buprenorphine.
whatever happened to a thing called morals?
Buprenorphine, which is it's the drug that it's used for heroin addicts. It's a maintenance medication that most states are giving to people now, right? And it was I think with Obama, for opioid treatment, right? And it's it's manufactured by Purdue Pharma, the people who made Oxycontin.
Sounds safe.
Crazy.
Sounds
right,
safe,
bro?
man.
Isn't that nuts?
Look, I'm gonna say this, man. My advice to people out there is don't do drugs. But if you're gonna do them, stay away from. Some of them actually they make some good drugs. You know, government makes some good drugs, man. I like Addy.
How many people you think are on that right now, dude? That's the next plague, dude. I've been talking about it, bro. That's the plague, bro. That's the next. And all right, let's go back a little history, right? It was Pervitin, you know, used by the Nazis, right? And it was also used by the Americans. And ever since COVID, and you could do telehealth, there's been shortages all throughout the U.S. Shortages, dog.
Well, there you go. That's a good problem to have for them.
It's a good problem for corporate America.
That means they're selling out.
You got the cogs.
Yeah, right. They're all pumped up and doing what they got to do, man. Staying on those computers, chipping away, working on those fucking factories, fucking focused, getting those pallets packed.
They said the largest manufacturer of crystal meth in the world is North Korea, and everyone in the country is hooked because you don't have to feed people, right, when you're on speed, and they work.
I mean, eventually you have to feed them.
Yeah, but dude, not a lot, bro. I mean, you give
not a lot. No, not a lot. There's no fat meth heads.
Nope.
Are there? I'm sure there are. You got fat cocaine heads.
I don't think so.
There gotta be some fat meth heads, man. There gotta be.
I'm doing some before and after pictures, dude, and I don't see anybody got skinnier.
You don't see.
No, dude.
Yeah. I mean, I know crack used to see people getting skinnier, but
Nah, everyone gets skinnier, dude. No one gets fatter. There's no images.
Everyone gets skinnier. Let's see some images. Let's check out some of those images you were checking out. I just want to see the damage it does. Not that it gives me any joy, but you know.
Oof.
Oh wow. Wow. Look at that. How much do you have to love drugs to allow that to happen to your mouth and still keep going? Look at this chick. She used to be, man. Now she looks like a foot. Look at that. Hold on. Go up. 12-year-old. No, up right there to the right. Look at that. Wow.
This is after she got clean. Good for her.
Wow. Wow, man. That shit. I mean, why not just put a bunch of those? Look no further than Little Kim. But was that drugs or was that a lot of fucking face shit? You know what I'm saying? Didn't she get a lot of work on her face? I don't know, but that alone should be a deterrent. And then I just feel like, don't you see that coming before it gets there? Like, you kind of see it coming. How much do you got to love drugs more than the way you actually walk around? Not that I care what anybody thinks, but I got to feel good the way I look. I got to look in the mirror and think I look okay. You know, you look in the mirror and you're like, and you ain't got no front teeth. How doesn't that bring you pain? They go, what the fuck am I doing?
It must be much easier to floss.
Insanity. Oh, man, right? How hard is it to brush? You know, you're focused. The dictator, Little Kim, the dictator in North Korea, too. That was. But I'm just saying, man, that's why I guess I understand people liking drugs. I love drugs, but, you know, I love drugs indoors. You know, I love still looking all right, not looking like I'm on drugs. Even though I don't know, maybe I do look like I'm on drugs. I don't know. You know, but I'm just saying, I just don't get it. You know,
I don't think you look like you're on drugs at all.
I'm just saying, I just don't get the whole thing of like letting your rent go, I don't know. Bro says let's all take a piss break at the same time. Check it out, bro. Don't go nowhere, man. We're gonna close it up. Matter of fact, why not just go take that piss, bro? Thanks for coming out and hanging out, man. Listen, I think we're gonna have to wrap it up anyway, man. I gotta take care of some stuff today.
Mm-hmm.
I took care of a couple of things. I got I got your book, man. I did some laundry. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go hit the store, and I got the show tonight. So I also gotta hit the boardwalk. So yeah,
sounds like a successful day, G.
I got some stuff done. You know, some stuff. But you know, you can always do more, I guess. We love you too, bro. And we love all of y'all, man. Anybody who comments, everyone who comments, we love your comments, man. You're a part of this as much as we are now. Be more. Have a great weekend, fellas. See you. Man, have a great weekend. Everybody have a great weekend. And anybody just listening in the background, man, glad you're here, man. We appreciate those ears. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, you know, all that shit helps. If you don't get the notifications, hit the bell. You'll get the notifications. And check me out this weekend, man. Come out. Check me out. I'll be out there all weekend except for Friday. All right. And we also got Matt Moyer doing a specially produced show out here. If you want to support the podcast, go to BrianTLicata.com/shop and go get yourself some Rated G drip. And also there is now GaryGGarcia.com. Check out the website, subscribe to it. All right, man. It was put together by none other than my brother Brian. And it's fucking dope. A couple of articles, figure out when I'm doing gigs, where I'm at, man.
Mm-hmm.
Just sign up and you'll get notifications and all that good shit, man. All right. So thanks again for coming out. Follow Brian at Brian, the video guy. Follow me at Gary G. Garcia, man. We already talked about Triple X, man. There's the link. Go to Triple X Playground and get yourself a game. Deep into someone you love and a couple of neighbors too. Michelle Balducci, we love you too. Give our love to everybody, man. Kisses all around, man. And thank you for hanging out. We appreciate y'all, man.
Peace.